trade recap. Didn't pretty much trade the whole week last week. My only trade was what you saw tonight. It was just a quick trade I took last Wednesday. Had no trade for the whole week because I was outside during this New York session and other tasks to do, a lot of errands and type shit. So yeah, we're back at it. So this is gonna be our trade recap for the day. Honestly, this was so sloppy day. My psych was madness. Not in the right headspace today on my trading. It wasn't a losing day, but rules wise, it was a losing day. So, going the day, I was pretty bullish. I really want to see this all-time high get hit. Maybe not the all-time high, but higher time period buy side. We edged this higher time period buy side. We also had this into the hourly gap that we take out of market open. I did take a screenshot here, actually, if you take a look, but basically, I was unfilled here. I was had so much conviction in this long, but I went for a limit order. Why? Because if I didn't go for a limit order, I'll be risking an extra 25 points instead of just, the initial 25 points. So it just puts my risk twice. So I just waited for a retrace on my typical entry point, but it didn't happen. If I did choose to market this, it's fine. I mean, all of my trades today are micros. I didn't trade on NQ today. So this could have been the entry if I did trade today on MEQ, just straight down on the day. But we didn't have that. And then that was unfilled. This one, I think this was a trimmed gap. Yeah, there was a trimmed gap over here. And then we tap onto it. Then I did the same thing. Limit order on this remained unfilled. I even tried to raise it a little bit higher, but still remained get unfilled. Maybe if I marketed it, but if I market this, it depends on what contracts I'm using. If I'm using 1NQ, which I won't, because the 1NQ here is too much. So I'm going at 5 MEQs, so I'm gonna go break even here probably and TP here and edge my TP if ever. So basically two unfilled here. Um, by the way, why am I planning to take this? We just took unfilled 15-minute gap. Say, bro, there's hourly. You just tap with the hourly dot upside. I don't care because I'm bullish on the day. And why is it lagging? It's irrelevant for me to think that that hourly would hold. In this case, I was correct that it won't really hold. So this one I was looking. There's a 16-minute intermediate low as well as an until 15-minute gap. So this is the reasoning I wanted to take this. So these are two of my unfilled trades. Bang. I was willing to go mini here because I had so much conviction here, and the risk was, you know, given it. So I really just need 50 points here. 50 points, like that, something like this, and be done on the day. And then this was the other long, and I just need 50 points again. So something like this. So I remain unfilled here. 3-minute gap. We got the IFVG, just typical entry point. Um, yes, we got remain unfilled there. So that's as of the longs. After edging this, I was still remaining bullish. However, when we just fully flipped and inverse this 3-minute gap, I was like, all right, I am now looking for shorts when we inverse this 3-minute gap. And my adapt, how I was able to adapt here is I started taking market orders because unfilled trades aren't working. For me, this short for actually pretty free. Here I won't because it's really equal highs, bro. It's relatively equal highs. I'm not shorting off of that. So when I saw the 3-minute flip, I was like, all right, it's ready to short. But this was my first short. Shorted here, limit order on the gap, so I got filled right here. With my stops at, I think, yeah, this high. I had a really, really tight stop, and I was just aiming this. I'm just going for a winning day because I don't want to trade anymore. For proof on execution, it was taken on MEQ. So first MEQ. Let's go to MEQ. You can see the executions. It was basically like this and stops right here. So that was the first trade. Um, small loss. I lost like 170 bucks out of that trade, and then it went back to my direction. But looking back, if I did my initial stop loss, I would still get stop 100. So why say, bro, why did you just put your stop there? Because I am anticipating to just flush from here. Because this is a really equal low, really nice place to break even, right? If you want to go. But for me, I just really want to go for a winning day at this point. Then we didn't get it, but it decided to flush. Then what else? There was trades that I got really mad that I wasn't able to take. Uh-huh. That's pretty much in the 15 seconds. There's so much entry in the 15. Yeah, there was this 15 second. I think, did they take this long? This short? 10:23 short. Yeah, I took this. So my next short was 10:23 short. So it was this one. And this one, that's why after this trade, I was planning to get out because my execution sucked. What does that mean? So here, I was planning to be bearish. Why? We already had the 3 minute inversion, really strong displacement to the downside. In fact, we also had this inversion of this first percentage 3 minute here, this particular candle, right? So we had that 3 minute flip. So what I was waiting is a retrace and then just a 15-second lower. What time was this? 10:22. Actually, let's go to M&Q so we can actually see the executions here. See this? I shorted at this candle. I think my stops are just right here. My aim was this low. Say, bro, what happened? I wasn't able to film the actual trading. But what I did there was when I saw this 1 minute tap on, around 10:22 candle, you can see 10:22 tap on that 1 minute candle. I was waiting for this 15-second version. If I'm not mistaken, there was also a 30-second but inverse there, which was this. But what happened was I went for a limit order. I went for a limit order. Obviously, I cannot see it here, right? So my executions are here. My stops were at, oh my gosh, I cannot see a trading view. I'm gonna turn off this trade mode so I can see better. Um, entered of this and my stop loss. No, my fill was a lot better, obviously. So let's say my fill was at 308.40. So yeah, my fill was a lot better than that. Around like that. My stop were just up here at this high, which was what? 3857. So around here. It was a really nice placement of stops. But what happened was I went for a short, right? Market short when we tap here. Didn't limit order, but got the retrace fill, went market. What did I do? I tapped this one right here, and then instead of buy stops, I mean buy stops. I think it was like buy stop buy limit if you go short, right? So I was looking for I think it was a buy. I think it was a buy limit, yeah, buy limit, or maybe buy stops because buy limits downside, but yeah, I was looking for like a buy order, but what I did was a sell limit. So what's gonna happen is if it taps onto this level right here, instead of this being a stop loss, um, I accidentally I accidentally placed sell limit instead of I think buy stops because it was going higher instead of buy stops. I'm gonna take this out for a bit. Just the marks. I try to place sell limit instead of buy stops. So out of panic, I just remove my contracts. Just out of panic, I removed my contracts and never entered again. So I removed my contracts because at that particular time, I could easily get just too much contracts inside. So I exited the market like the option here in the trade mode, like this one. And yeah, if that didn't happen, the execution was clear. This what could have happened. Just a clear winning day. So I'm gonna journal this one. Definitely, it's uh something that is really important to see. Streaming IVG. Then we also have this one in gap where the spacing from. So for me, like narrative wise, this is just SSS plus for delivering from the hourly gap. Confirmed self side direction. And what I did was just do that. Um, and initially was aiming for this, but when I saw that, I just removed it. But say, bro, why did they trying to hop in? Because I don't want to chase the price. Didn't mean that it just started flushing lower. I'm gonna hop in, right? It started flushing lower. I was able to take out positive there because initially I was like negative 170, I think. negative 170, then I was just like negative 70. So I got like 10 points out of that move. And then I don't want to hop in here. I mean, if I did, it would still work, but doesn't, it doesn't mean it's a good trade. And then I was just right here looking for a trade. Actually, I was looking for this, just scalp shorts along this because it's really easy to spot. But now for my last trade, which made me stop, is I didn't follow my rules. This one was mismanaged. The last trade was just madness. Like I didn't follow my rules. If I followed my rules, could have been a winning day. Say, bro, you're just $50 away from a winning day, bro. I don't want to think about that. Uh, I'm breaking my rules left and right. I just decided to just stop trading. Um, easily could have been a winning day, but it's just madness day for me, honestly. But now, why did they take it straight? I still have a extremely bearish bias. Yeah, this until the hourly gap. At this time, we are edging this hourly gap as well. Like literally equal lows. If I would look at that time, I was marking out this high and that high. And on NQ at that particular point, we had this 3 minute like like so little sweep. You can just see it when it's like one times. We set the 3 minute gap, and if you would look back on ES, we didn't. So it's like, what does that mean? We have this SMT over here, like an internal SMT. So we had like a 3 minute turtle swoop here. Now, what was I looking here? So what was I looking for was an inverse on the 30 second as well as the 15 second. So what time was this? This was around 10:38. We had the 30 second inversion at 10:38 on that specific candle on the 30 second. But what really made me trigger was this 15 second mark. I shorted here right away. Then I hit positive a bit. I just hit positive and I literally closed, bro. I don't know why. I don't know why I closed. So that's why my fill was this one was a valid short. Looking back, I really couldn't have a better stop loss placement. At most, it's gonna be a huge stop loss. At most, like I cannot really see a better stop loss placement. Maybe, yeah, just really not. I really can't see any better stop loss placement. For me, this one was just a good loss. Good loss on this one. Um, we're delivering from buy side sweep here. We just swept this, then we have, but we still have equal highs, but we delivered from this hourly. Hourly. We don't have hourly here. Just say whatever that line is. Sweep, sweepy, sweepy, sweep. Anyways, can't do anything better this trade. Um, so the entry was around something around here, and then the other entry was right here, and the stops were just so tight, really, really, really tight stops. Still, what you call this? Stop rated. So for me, I would have lost here either way. For me, it's a decent loss. This one, I was just aiming for this. Okay, I'm just screenshot this so we can journal the last trade properly. So again, we had an SMT at this high, so it's like SMT 3 minute turtle soup. We still have this hourly and filled hourly, which is also equal lows. All right, it was equal lows, especially on ES. It was mad equal lows. Now we had the longs of the nation. For all the people who was waiting longs all day, this is the long starting to play out now. Yeah, there you go. Perfect longs for everyone who were looking for longs for the whole day. Anyways, um, so for the short, this is what I was seeing at that particular time. We had a 3 minute turtle soup. What was my entry trigger? This 30 second and 15 second version, which we had. I market ordered on the retrace. Farmers taken around here, so the fill should be around 30692. Let's double check. Yeah, my fill was at 30693, so really, really nice fill, right? Got a decent fill at 30693. My stop was right here, and I was aiming this. The issue here, I would definitely still go to break even, but the issue was I didn't follow my rules, right? Didn't follow my rules. Yeah, it wasn't a losing day, but still, it was a bad trade. And I pulled out a 30674, which was right here. Pulled out here. No, probably should have been aiming for here, but I pulled out of that candle. Um, didn't follow the rules. So yeah, I have been trading for a while and definitely not the best trading performance so far. Really got nothing to do here. But if I market it, yeah, easy win, easy win. This one is just really meant to lose. Because I won't do a wider stop than that unless I'm gonna go EQs. EQ, if the entry was at EQ, yeah, maybe I would put my stop somewhere. But yeah, this one was really just meant to lose. This short, this really mismanaged. This could have been the trade of the day. Perfect right here. Like nothing ever to ask for. Just literally live it, let it do its thing, and I'm gonna just be out. Then the problem for this one right here is just I didn't follow my rules. If I maybe do something a little better, if it was a, I pulled out a trios, what, 674, we went another 12 points type shit, and told you here, we're gonna bank. This one was the easiest long ever. If anyone was looking for longs, this was that. Don't tell me ES took that hourly lower. Oh my gosh, this was so free. This was so free. So anyone who took the trade closer to the end of the session, yeah, you had the easiest trade of all time. I mean, these shorts were free as well, since I'm a dumbass shit, right? But I called this out when as soon as I saw it. Boom. If you didn't go for limit, would be good. Bank, and it's until 15 minute gap. That's your TP, and you're banking.